So I went out in the very big rainstorm to get the Papa John's. It's called like Pairings deal or something. I figured I've never had their pizza before, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It comes with a medium one-topping pizza, and then I also got another papadilla. I've had this one before. If I open it up, this is, I mean, I think I've had this one before at least. This is the Italian papadilla. It's rather warm. It comes with a nice cup of red sauce. And if you want to look inside of it, oh, it's hot. It is very warm. I'm gonna take this piece. Looks like salami. Oh, fell on my keyboard. There's some salami. That's sausage, I assume. Banana pepper and some different kind of cheeses. Yeah, definitely gotta clean my keyboard now. But that's that. I'll come back probably and try it at the end. But I wanted to try the Papa John's pizza because I've never had it. So the one topping I got was chicken, and we'll see. It doesn't look like. Doesn't really look like there's a lot of chicken, if I'm being honest here. So this is the one that really stands out. So this slice has as one piece of chicken right here, kind of under the cheese. I don't know if you can see it too well, but that's it. It's just the rest of it's cheese. If I take the slice right next to it, there's like one piece of chicken. So the next piece next to it, this one has like 4 or 5 pieces of chicken. You can see there's one here, there's one here, one. It's hard to do it backwards. One here and one here. So this one looks like a normal slice, right? Chicken. But some of these are just kind of empty. Like the next one over, it's got a couple pieces. Not very much chicken. A little bit of a down. But let me give it a shot though. I'll try it. It's not super hot, so I can eat this. Okay. I'll give them it's super light and bendable. I like that a lot. It's very easy to rip the pizza off. It's kind of like with the papadillas. You know how I was saying you can bend them. It's not crusty, it's not burnt. It's nice and soft. It really is the same as the pizza. You can just bend this guy around. Flavor-wise, though, I'd say it's kind of a mid-pizza. I don't really see anything exceptional coming out of this. The sauce doesn't strike me as something like, oh my goodness, I really need to try this. I think the cheese is pretty average. The main selling point to me is that it's really soft. I guess this place still serves whatever those jalapeno, not jalapeno, but whatever these peppers are called. Apparently they're really unhealthy. I just don't like them, so I don't eat them. But what people have said for years and years and years, and like the only selling point of Papa John's is this sauce. So this is special garlic dipping sauce. And ingredients are soybean oil, water, salt, contains less than 2% of soybean oil, garlic, with an asterisk. Natural flavors, soybean. So garlic is not even like the main thing here. So a little bit, ooh, it kind of like oozed out. But you can see, it looks like garlic because it's yellow. And that's what people associate garlic with, right? Let's see. Oh! Okay. I don't know why, but I thought as a sauce it was going to be really thick, and I was going to test how thick it is. Oops. Like, I thought it was gonna be like cold or something. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm gonna dip this bit. I'm gonna dip it like that, you can see. Okay. I can see the appeal of this sauce, definitely. I don't know exactly what to compare it to. I think I know what it is. I don't know, like, it took me a bit to figure it out. It actually doesn't taste like garlic. It just tastes like melted butter. And butter's not really on here, or whatever. But it really doesn't taste like garlic, it tastes like melted butter. And that's even the consistency you can kind of see on it. Like, if I just do this, it's kind of like melted butter. You know, like a butter paste. If you were to spread that on something, it really feels like butter. And like, that's why, like, I kind of like it, but at the same time I kind of don't. Because there's like a small hint of garlic, but it seems like it really is just butter. Okay, the next thing to taste is, how does it fare with Frank's Red Hot Sauce? So one of the things I used to do is at Pizza Hut, I'd get chicken pizzas, and I would just put some Frank's Red Hot Sauce on it, and it would basically be, you know, like a spicy chicken, buffalo chicken kind of pizza. I'd make my own buffalo because I don't want to get a topping of hot sauce when I have this giant jug sitting in my apartment. I don't know, something about this doesn't work on this. It's almost like because it's a thick crust, there's a lot of bread flavoring in the pizza. And there's not much sauce on this, so as you can see here, there's not very much sauce on these slices. It's mostly bread and then cheese with, like, you can see that small layer of red. And if I had to guess, I usually like when the hot sauce mixes with the pizza sauce. That's what I would have to guess. So right now, it's kind of mixing with the bread flavor, but bread and hot sauce isn't cool. It's supposed to be the hot sauce with either the chicken or the sauce. Okay. So overall, yeah, I'm not really that impressed. I'm not very impressed with the Papa John's pizza. I'm gonna go see if this has cooled down, this papadilla. Because this might be the big seller for Papa John's these days. It might not be the actual pizza. Because, I mean, everybody always talks about how bad the pizza is. I just never had it, so I didn't know. That little sausage piece tasted really good, but at the same time super salty. So, gotta watch out for that. Because the thing is, like, things can taste good, but if they taste good because of salt, I don't really want to eat them. I want to eat something that tastes good because the actual ingredient is good. I'm going to go with this one. So, like I showed you before, it looks like not very much food, but it actually is. And you got to remember, this is like $6.99 for just this double piece right here. So $7 for this sandwich is pretty good, you know, considering inflation and everything like that. But when you, as you're eating it, it feels like there's a lot of substance. That's what I remember from the last couple ones I got. So I should have tried without the sauce. I'll eat the top part first. So again, the first thing I notice is as I'm biting in, the whole thing is soft. Everything is bendable. Loving that. Then I get some meat flavor from the salami piece right here. You know, I get a little niblet of this banana pepper. It's tasting really good. The banana pepper is very good for sure. And I just want to show you something here that I've observed. So there's two... Okay, didn't fall on the keyboard this time. There's two pieces of salami right here, right? And in between them is some accoutrements, which I think is fantastic. So it's not just like a layer of this and a layer of that and a layer of that. They've layered things into each other. And I think that that is helping a lot. Because the juices are coming out in like different pockets, let's say. I do think when you layer it pepperoni, then layer it banana peppers, then layer it cheese, they don't mix. And the best thing about cheese is mixing with whatever it's with, right? So whether you put like egg and cheese together, or you put meat and cheese together, or chicken and cheese, they have to be touching, they have to be next to each other, or it's just not going to mix well. That's why sometimes when you go to fast food restaurants, you get a slice of cheese, and it's just there. It's not even melted. It's not even on top of what it should be. If it's on top of lettuce, it's going to be useless, you know? Putting the cheese in layers with, like, multi-layering it, I think is working out really well. So now let me try some of the sauce here. I lost some in the cup. Some food. So it's very interesting. I don't know if I've made this remark on prior videos or not, but this sauce is very dull in longevity of flavor. So it's kind of like you get the taste of the sauce, and then it slowly mixes with the sandwich, and then it goes away, and then you just taste the sandwich. I don't know if that's because it's not a strong flavor, or the the chemicals mixing around with each other, but it's very different. I'd say I probably like it better just by itself, but every now and then I'd probably dip it in just to get a different flavor. You know, kind of, I don't want to say like clear your taste buds, but you kind of veer in a different direction and then you come back and then you keep swapping it up. Sometimes I get pretty bored while I'm eating food, and it's just like, okay, I'm eating the same thing, another bite, another bite, another bite. But I think it tastes just as good with the sauce as without the sauce. So I'm kind of mixing up what's in my head, going different ventures, different routes. It tastes just as good. You're getting the same kind of stuff, but I think it's worth it. And I think, if you take a bunch of bites of this, you'll start to feel like overwhelmed with salt. So you can pull this in to get a little bit of sweet instead of the salt. I think that's how it's going to work for the papadilla. Okay. So as a wrap up, I'd say for the pizza, I'm pretty unimpressed. There wasn't very much chicken on it in general. Um, there wasn't very much chicken on it. I think the chicken tastes just like every other fast food chicken. I didn't make that remark before, my bad. The chicken is the same as every other chicken place. I would say there's not very much sauce on it, and since I'm a sauce person, that's kind of a, a bad thing. There's not very much on the pizza. The bread being fluffy and all is fantastic. Look, you can bend it right, and it's not like it breaks in half and then falls over. I think it being soft is amazing, and that's great. The cheese is just like everyone else's cheese, but it left me not really seeing any specific difference, right? You go to Domino's, the crust, you want the seasoned crust, and their cheese might taste a little bit different. You go to Pizza Hut, the sauce definitely tastes different, and it's going to be a harder crust. You go to this place or this place, there's going to be something unique about it. This just seemed in the middle of the pack, not doing anything differentiating other than the garlic sauce. That really just seems like it's butter. It just seems like butter to me. They do have this pepper for people that like it. But to the papadilla, I think the papadilla is fantastic. If you think about it, these both cost the same when you do the pairing deal. This is obviously less food, an extraordinarily half amount of food maybe, or maybe it's like a third of the amount of food as the pizza. But this has flavor, this has style. If you want me to open up this other half here, it looks the same. Who knows? It might have the same amount of grease as the pizza has. You gotta watch out for that with some of these things. But this has a uniqueness to it, and yes, Pizza Hut has the same exact thing, but they taste different. This is softer. It's like an improvement on it. The sauce tastes different. The meat tastes different. The veggies taste different. I think the stuff inside this is a higher quality than Pizza Hut. So that's why I'm saying like this tastes good. The pizza maybe not so much. It's a lazy Saturday. I'm gonna go play some Diablo 4. I think there was a lot of vinegar on that, and I liked it. That's gonna be it for the video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like a bunch of videos on the channel, leave a subscribe. Comment whatever you want down below. Are you a die-hard Papa John's fan? Do you hate Papa John's? Are you wondering why I ever went here when everyone says it's bad? What's going on? If you liked the video, I hope you have a great day. And if you didn't like the video, well, I hope you still have a great day.